Welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Romebone. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 48 of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. We're approaching a year. The year anniversary is approaching in about a month. Pretty pumped for that. It's pretty crazy that I've been doing this for a year. It doesn't really feel like it. Time goes by fast when you're having fun. This past year's been pretty fun. I've learned a ton of new shit. Met a bunch of new people, interacted with a bunch of new fans, people that tune into the show. So shout out to everybody that listens or that's been on the show. Now this week, we don't have much new music this week, but we did get some new shit from Godemis. And not only did we get new music from Godemis, we got the announcement that he's officially signed to Strange Music as a solo artist. Which was kind of a surprise to me only because he's already on Strange Music with Cess Crew. But it's dope to see that he's officially getting signed to Strange Music as a solo artist. He's back in the studio. He's releasing new music. He released 2 new tracks. The first one was called Alien and the other one was called Parallel. I gotta be honest, both these tracks here are pretty fucking dope. Probably better than anything I heard from Godemis before he released his album. Now, y'all know how I feel with these Strange Music releases where they release singles, then they become EPs, and then they eventually release the album. So what I really do, and what I'm gonna do going forward, is really only check out the first couple of tracks that they release for an upcoming album, and not listen to any of the EPs or anything like that, and form an opinion. Like I said before, I sound like a broken record. I thought the new Tech record was not going to be good because I didn't like the EPs that he put out beforehand. Turns out Nina is a fucking banger of an album. So I checked out these 2 tracks right here from Godemis, Alien and Parallel. Alien is fucking dope. He's basically talking about how he's a fucking alien, rapping his ass off like both dudes from Cess Crew do. Godemis and UBI both be rapping their asses off. Parallel's another dope track featuring Louise Rip. I'll be playing these tracks back a few times, get more of a feel with it, but I was digging these on the first couple listens. And like I said, sounded better than anything UBI released it before his album came out. And also from Strange Music, Maze 301, he released phase 2 of his EP. It's got 4 tracks on there, first one being Fuck No, second being Emoji, third being Grab a Bag, and 4 being Switch. I haven't heard any of this dude's singles yet. I've heard him freestyle on Sway in the Morning, and I've heard his features on Tech 9 shit. It don't sound bad. It's more of that new style, auto-tune kind of influenced kind of shit. So if you don't like that, I don't know if you're gonna like this dude, but he dropped his EP. King ISO also dropped entry 1 of his EP last week. You got Chopped Liver, I Declare War, Dog Tags, and Etiquette. I've listened to the first 2 tracks, Chopped Liver and I Declare War, both fucking bangers. I'm really looking forward to a King ISO project. His last album, Dementia, like I talked about before last year that he dropped, really dope shit. Definitely looking forward to King ISO dropping on Strange. You know you're going to get that high quality shit like Strange puts out. Even if the music is whack, the shit sounds high quality. Hype for new King ISO. And other new music that dropped this week, Mr. Hyde dropped his new single called The Boot featuring Vinny Paz, produced by Necro off his upcoming album The Boogeyman Is Real. This track is a fucking banger. I've liked the singles that he's released so far for this album. Really dope. The beat on here, banging classic Necro production, that New York boom bap, hard hitting drums, really dope shit. Vinny Paz comes super correct like he does pretty much every time. I don't know if there's really ever been a Vinny Paz verse that hasn't been good. Any project, even the Jedi Mind projects that haven't been that great, Vinny still be rapping his ass off. Mr. Hyde getting it the fuck in on here. Love hearing him spit over Necro production. It brings me back to the days of the Barn of the Naked Dead. Dropped 04, classic shit. Psychological had that classic run back in 04. Dropped a ton of releases. but I'm definitely looking forward to The Boogeyman Is Real from Mr. Hyde, dropping soon. He got the pre-orders up for that shit as well. MrHydeMerch.com. Really dope shit. Definitely gonna peep that. If the shit's banging, I'm gonna cop that hard copy. And other than that, other than Strange putting out some new music this week, Mr. Hyde dropping his new single with Vinnie Paz, not any other music caught my attention this week, but Godemis is banging and that Mr. Hyde is banging. I'm sure that King ISO is banging as well. That Maze shit, I have no idea what that sounds like. I'm just gonna wait for that full album to drop to form an opinion on the dude. I get you gotta drop singles and promote your shit, but you can always prejudge an album or prejudge a sound before the album even comes out. I always say I'm never gonna listen to the singles, but it's hard, especially when it's an artist you're really looking forward to. You want to listen to the shit. So I always end up giving in, bumping the shit. So go check out all that new music. Other new announcements dropped this week from Psychopathic Records. ICP announced the Psychopathic Super Party Devil's Night Edition featuring a fucking supervillains performance. Also performing Project Born Straight Jacket, hosted by Keegan the Creepass. They got giveaways and more flavor, costume party, all that shit going down. I got to assume this is the night before Hallowicked. I don't remember the tour dates for ICP shit. Let me pull that up real quick. Yup, it's the night before Hallowicked on Hallows Eve, October 30th. Supervillains performance, you can never go wrong. That shit looked dope as hell at the gathering this year. I love the getup that they used. They kind of kept the same gimmick that they had with the Furious CD. You know, they had the suit of the cards that they had on that album on their ski mask. The shit looks super dope. You had the black supervillains jersey. Fuck, man. I really still hope we're getting that supervillains album. I want to hear ICP and Isham. ICP killed it with their new shit this year. Isham fucking murdered it on that Psychopathic Cypher. That was really dope. Definitely want new ICP and Isham. And ICP's also going out on their Wicked Weekends tour. Ouija Mac's going to be on there. Green Jelly's going to be there. Big Hoodoo also. And it's only the weekends. I don't really know why they're doing the weekends. To be honest, I can't even remember if I even talked about this previously. But it's kind of weird that they're only doing weekends. Why aren't they just doing a full-fledged tour? Maybe because they just got off that big-ass Fearless Fred Fury tour and they don't feel like doing a full-fledged tour, so they're just going to hit up weekends. It's all good with me. They're hitting up Rock and Shock this year. I was disappointed Twiztid wasn't hitting up Rock and Shock, but ICP is. And ICP also announced this week, Big Ballas. Big Ballas party is on a fucking boat. They gonna be balling on a boat December 21st, New York City, aboard the Liberty Bell, featuring a special live performance from the Insane Clown Posse. Of course, you're gonna get a free exclusive gift, probably some kind of CD. Fucking less than 600 tickets were available. That shit sold out just in a couple hours. I didn't get a ticket myself. I was contemplating if I wanted to do it, but I said, fuck it, I'll just do Rock and Shock. I'm going to go hit up the Twiztid show. They're coming to my area now. But Big Ball is on a boat. This sounds dope as hell. ICP in New York City, going on a cruise with a bunch of juggalos. That shit's going to be wild. Y'all know how juggalos act. Juggalos act like fucking maniacs. You're going to be raising hell on a fucking boat in New York City. Balling on a fucking boat. Sold the fuck out. I wonder what kind of performance they're going to be pulling out of their ass this year. Last year, as you know, they did the first acoustic performances at the Ballas party at the Psychopathic headquarters. That was also dope. I really like these special kind of events that they're doing for Ballas. Last year at Psychopathic Warehouse, the headquarters, you got to see the Lotus Pod studio. This year, they're hitting New York City, completely out of Detroit. I think this is the first time Ballas has not been in Detroit. I could be wrong on that as well. But this is really dope. Props to them on this. If you're hating on this, I think you're just hating to hate. I think this is dope. Hope everybody has a dope time balling on a fucking boat in New York City with ICP. And like I mentioned before, ICP hitting their weekends tour. They're going to be hitting Rock and Shock this year. Super pumped for that. Twiztid not doing Rock and Shock, but Twiztid announced their own tour, the Every Day is Halloween tour. No opening acts announced. It sounds like it's going to be just Twiztid on this Every Day is Halloween tour. They're going on tour with Motionless in White, but they're going to have a bunch of shows where it's just Twiztid sprinkled in along that tour. And they finally announced that they are going to be hitting my area. Really hyped for this shit. It's in November, so it's after Halloween, but I really hope they still play the Halloween classics. Green Pumpkins, Every Halloween, motherfucking Nosferatu, all the wicked shit. Murder, murder, murder. I want to hear nothing but wicked shit on here. Mad hyped. I always get super excited when ICP and Twiztid come to town. It's going to be a dope time. Hope to see y'all at the show. If you see me at the show, don't hesitate to come up and say what's up. I'm really easily approachable, easy dude to talk to, shoot the shit, dope shit. I've met a couple people at shows in past, really cool people. Hope to see them up at these ICP and Twiztid shows upcoming. So you got the Supervillains Performance Hallows Eve. You got ICP going on their weekend Hallowicked Tour, balling on a fucking boat in New York City. Twiztid hitting the road. Every Day is Halloween, also with Motionless in White. Monoxide kind of touched about it off the upcoming tour. He had a live stream about a week and a half ago, almost 2 weeks at this point, up on his Facebook. I have to assume it's up on YouTube now. It was on September 10th. Shout out to the homie Robbie of the Twiztid History page for letting me know about this. Monoxide has some dope announcements on here. Talked about the tour, said it's only going to be Twiztid, Monoxide, and Jamie Madrox. Sounds like there's going to be no drumming from Draven on this upcoming Every Day is Halloween tour. Who knows? I welcome it. I think the drumming is fucking dope. Makes the Twiztid show even more live than it already is. I fuck with Draven on the live shows for sure. But he also talked about Twiztid been in the fucking studio non-stop since the Generation Nightmare tour wrapped up. And they've already got 10 brand new Twiztid songs recorded. He's talking about a whole bunch of projects coming out. But we got 10 brand new Twiztid tracks already in the bag, in the can, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's dope. I'm glad to hear them staying busy, keeping busy in the studio, taking no time, no breaks, doing their thing, hustling their ass off. That's what I like to hear. As a consumer, as a fan, music listener, I love to know my favorite artists are in the studio, hustling their ass off, doing their fucking thing. Still waiting for that Young Wicked project, though. They also talked about new project with Blaze. Monoxide said he got a new project with Blaze. At first, he said it was going to be better than Triple Threat, and then he kind of backed down from that statement and said, well, it's different, but it's going to be dope. We all know Blaze has been in the studio. I've talked about that on previous episodes. I still want new Blaze. We're getting that Graveyard Greats single, actually album, my bad, and it has a few brand new songs on it. Apparently, we're getting a new project with Twiztid. Not sure what it's going to be, EP, full length, or what, but definitely hyped for that. He also said there's 8 brand new tracks for the Venomous 5 project. Get the fucking goosebumps. Hair lifted off my arms. I am super pumped for Venomous 5, a la Zuli Lou and Twiztid. Super pumped for this shit. I can't wait for Venomous 5. That is probably the most anticipated release yet off Magic Ninja for me. The Almighty was up there before, but now it's the Venomous 5, a la Zul and Twiztid. This shit gonna be hard. I hope we get some Bad Mind production. I hope we get that raw, boom bap, dark, gritty, horrorcore shit, like real wicked shit, spitting that real, raw, wicked shit. Definitely hyped for that. Definitely hyped for Venomous 5. And Monoxide also talked about George, their manager, went to a wrestling event recently in Detroit And who did he happen to run into at the wrestling event? Mr. Two Dope himself, Shaggy from ICP. Apparently everything was all good. He didn't really get into any details or anything like that, but they ran into each other. Didn't say what was said or anything, but he said it was all good, no hate, nothing like that. That's dope to hear. I feel like maybe another step in a direction of some kind of peace and maybe to some kind of reunion or some shit at some point between ICP and Twiztid. I really think Shaggy Two Dope can be that dude, be the middleman between ICP and Twiztid to bring it all together. They can't stay mad at each other forever. I mean, they can, but fuck, like I said before, they've been boys for way too long. And we all want to see ICP and Twiztid back doing shit. If you say you don't, you're, I don't know, just a straight up fucking hater, but we have already talked about that. So 10 brand new Twiztid tracks, new shit with Blaze, Venomous 5 in the works, Monoxide, Madrox, Billy Obey, Joey Black, Lee Carver. That shit's gonna be hard as fuck. And that project with Blaze sounds like it's gonna be dope as hell too. And it was also announced by Blaze. He's gonna be having a new single dropping called Waiting on You October 4th. Same day that his Graveyard Greats CD is dropping. And it makes me think if we're getting Graveyard Greats on digital or not. Because why release a single the same day you're releasing the album or the CD or whatever? Is it going to be CD exclusive only? Is it part of that Welcome to the Underground Collection series? I don't know. I don't think they've really specified about that. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But definitely, like I keep fucking saying over and over again, mad hype for new Blaze. Definitely going to peep that track. I still got to get my pre-order for that. Graveyard Greats CD and Lex's Strictly for My Ninjas. Got to get my pre-orders in for those. Maybe I'll just wait until the fucking shows happen. Cop them at the shows. I don't know. Definitely copping those. Got to get them for the collection at minimum. Because Lex is that dude as well. I want a Lex the Hexmaster album produced by Sutter Kane. Can we get a fucking Lex the Hexmaster album produced by Sutter Kane? Those singles that they dropped were dope. But I've already talked about that, so I digress. So we got a bunch of dope shit coming up. You know we're going to be getting a new Hallowicked single. I'm looking forward to new Hallowicked single. We're definitely going to be getting, I don't want to say we're definitely going to be getting actually, but we might be getting Fright Fest, new singles for Fright Fest as well. Attack of the Ninjas is coming up, the Fright Fest edition. That shit look like it's going to be fucking lit. Lots of dope shit. If you're a fan, Twiztid, ICP, one or the other or both, you got mad dope shit to look forward to. Hype as fuck. I wonder what the Hallowicked single is going to sound like this year. Fred Fury really brought back that feeling like ICP got this. They still got it. They could still bring that wicked shit. Drop them dope fucking tracks. Looking forward to that Hallowicked track. I wonder if they're going to make any announcements at Hallowicked this year. Now I'm just kind of thinking out loud. I've already went through all my notes. But they didn't do a seminar at the gathering this year. And if you think of years past when they would reveal an image for the upcoming Joker's card, it would almost always be at Hallowicked. How fucking dope would that be if they revealed an image out of the fucking blue for the 5th Joker's card of the 2nd deck? How dope would that be? No warning, nothing like that. Boom, here's the 5th Joker's card right in your fucking face. I thought they were going to do it, or at least I was hoping they were going to do it for the seminar this year. Drop the name, at least the name. Because Violent J's already stated in past, again, they know the 5th Joker's card already. They know the name, all that shit. So, speculation for 2019 Hallowicked. Will they drop an image or a name for the 5th Joker's card? And I hope, like Twiztid, like Monoxide was saying on his stream, Twiztid's been in the studio, banging out tracks for Venomous 5, working on a project with Blaze. They got 10 new Twiztid tracks. I hope ICP is kind of doing the same fucking thing, staying busy, because that's what you need to do in this era. Stay busy, constantly push out new music, because this is just the era that we're in. We're in the digital age now. I would love to see a fucking Joker's card 2020. Minimum, a solo project from either Violent J or Shaggy. But I would love for them to go back-to-back Joker's cards. I don't think they've gone back-to-back ever. Actually, Ringmaster and then Riddlebox. Ringmaster was 94, Riddlebox was 95. Make it happen again. That would be fucking fresh as hell. Dope as fuck, like I say. And that's going to wrap it up for me this week. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I still got my CD collection videos dropping. Last week I dropped my part 1 of my Isham collection. This week we're going to be wrapping that shit up. Some dope ass CDs to look forward to. A lot of dope artwork. Isham's discography is fucking huge. So look forward to that dropping this week. And until next time, I'm out. Peace.